Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to all. Thank you all for joining this new live session. We are going to get started right now. So, thank you all for joining. Let's start this live session with the basics. What is Customily? Most of you installed the app quite recently and are either getting started with your store from scratch or beginning the process of selling personalizable products on an existing store. For both cases, we have the perfect tools to get started. So, Customily is an app that provides your store with live previews of products, along with options that your customers can interact with, changing those live previews with every interaction. For example, clicking on the heart icon will change my background as well as the butterflies, for example. From image changing to actually text typing or image upload, your preview will change and give you a realistic example of how your customization will look on the product. Not only that, whatever customization your customers will choose and edit to their own preferences, like here when I select the number of women and I get to select other options, like for example, the name. Those live changes will not only reflect on the preview, but will also reflect on the print file that will be created on the backend of Customily. That print file will be your fulfillment information. So that print file can go straight to your fulfillment part to be printed and ready in any product that you're going to be selling. So as you can see, Customily will not only give the power to your customers to personalize the products any way they want, any way you want as well. It will save you a lot of time on the back and forth, sending proofs and checking with the customer how they want the customization, because now everything is under power. And once you have that information ready, you don't have to create the print file. The print file is created by the app itself, gathering the same information that your customers input on the front end. So Customily will save you a lot of time on the process of personalization and fulfillment on any of your customized orders. Now, this live preview is done by loading a template on the page. That's the image here you see changing all the time when you pick, say, a skin color and also eyes color as well from the hairstyle and color of the t-shirt. These are images changing and everything is inside a file called a template. Now that template also comes with these options. So with a template and with the options, you can make any product on the store customizable. And these two elements are created in Customily. So if you follow the steps of creating a template from scratch, you'll be able to create the options automatically and connect them to any existing product, and it's as simple as that. But not only you can connect to existing products by creating the template and the options, you can create new products. And for that, we developed Customily 2.0. Now, what is Customily 2.0? This is our latest update for Shopify stores, which allows you to create and publish personalized products easier, faster, and better than before. Those starting your stores from scratch will have more interest in this section because now you can choose a product directly from a print-on-demand supplier, add a design to it, and get it published in your Shopify store, all from Customily app. Also, with the print-on-demand services that have an API connection, all the fulfillment processes will be automated. This means that once you receive a purchase, all the order details and the ready-to-print file will be sent to the corresponding POD provider automatically for fulfillment and shipping. Now, another interesting feature for Shopify users is the free access to Customily's design libraries. This means you can find designs ready to use and sell, or you can use this exclusive clipart collection to create your own art. So those starting from scratch can create products by combining information from PLD providers, designs from Customily, and also use your designs and your products. But you can create those products in your store, ready to work with the PLD providers. So you have both ways to work with Customily, and both of them have all the advantages. You can work on your existing products or create brand new. Now, when you create brand new products, you use Customily 2.0, and you can say we can go through 4 different paths. You can work with a print-on-demand provider who has its own product catalog and add a design from Customily's library to it. This is the fastest path and the one that allows you to have published products ready to sell in minutes. Now you can work with the print-on-demand provider, but choose to add your own designs to their products. In this case, you will have to populate your design library before being able to publish products in your store. On the other hand, if you have your own products and are not interested in working with a print-on-demand provider, the way to go is to start by populating your product base. After you have your own product mockups, you can choose to add a design from Customily's library to them and create and publish products really fast. Or you can, of course, add your own designs to your own products. This is the path that involves more time, but once you have all your product mockups and all your designs set up, it's just a mix and match game, and you'll be able to create and launch new products really, really fast. So today, as you have been expecting, is a very interesting and very special live session because we're going to be working and creating acrylics from Shinon. So we are going to be working with a PLD supplier, in this case Shinon, and we're going to see how we can create an acrylic stand using Customily designs, and also how we can create our own art and put it also in the products from the POD. So let's start from the beginning. Okay, imagine I'm a Shopify store owner. I want to start selling personalized products and just install Customily to try it out. Here we are at the main menu of Customily. The first time you install the app, you will get an onboarding. You'll get one of our characters to welcome you to the app and ask you a couple of questions. Those answers should be as honest as possible because we want to personalize your experience. So the onboarding will take you to exploring different parts of Customily, depending if you're going to be selling new products or existing products, if you're going to be using print-on-demand providers or your own products. So also if you're going to be using Customily designs or your own designs. The idea is that if you complete that onboarding, you will get a nice idea of how things work and something to get started with, okay? But we're going to try out Customily like this. In the main menu of Customily, you can see that at the left bar, we have 6 sections. The first 3 sections are shortcuts to the 2.0 tools. And the other 3 sections are the main core of Customily. You can explore, manage, and create your templates. Remember, templates are the ones that load here and contain all the graphic information of your live preview. You can upload and organize your assets in libraries, color libraries, fonts, vectors, and images. And you can see all your connected products in the store section, as well as change many settings that will help you customize the front-end experience of your customers. So always, whatever you do, whatever you create inside Customily will be reflected in these 3 sections, and you can always manage stuff from here. The idea of Customily 2.0 is to save you time and help you create new products. So Today we're going to create a couple of products. We saw the mothers and daughters acrylic heart, and you saw that you can change between 3 women or 2 women, for example. And the other product I wanted to show you is also an acrylic plaque, but a square one. And you can see this is not a common design. It has an image upload plus a star map. And we're going to create this custom design using Customily. So let's get started with the easy one and the fast one, which is the acrylic heart. And you're going to see how fast and fun and simple it is. Okay, so let's start off in the start section. From here, you will have access to print-on-demand providers, okay, design libraries, and product-based libraries. I encourage you to check out previous live sessions where we have covered pretty much all tools and all possibilities using Customily. We are now trying to create new ideas, new product tricks and tips for you to learn more about the app. But following us on previous live sessions will give you a great idea of how to use each section and to realize which one is the best for your particular case. Now, in this case, you can see all our currently integrated print-on-demand providers. Not only that, those print-on-demands that have API key connection will have automatic fulfillment. So if you have your account with any of these PODs, you can grab that API and put it inside Customily to fully integrate and create the automatic fulfillment process, meaning that every time someone checks out buying a product that is using Customily, it will, and also connected to the print-on-demand, it will create the order on Shopify, and also that information that is on the Shopify order will be sent to the print-on-demand automatically for fulfillment. So you don't have to do anything manual. Okay, so let's see how can we connect our API. For that, it's very simple. Just keep in mind that you will need to have an account with any of them and go to settings here at the top. Once settings is open, find the integrations tab is number 4. And when you open the integrations tab, you will see that this is probably an empty space where you're going to be adding your integrations as you have more accounts from different PODs. Right now, I have integration with Printful and Printify, but I can select from the drop-down menu, find Shine On here, and click on Enable Integration. That way, Shine On will show up on my list, and it's going to be waiting for me to put my API key. Now, where do I find this key? I can click here on this small link that will take me to a Help Center article to show me where can I find, for example, well, Printful Shine On API key. So following that link and finding on the index where to find Shine On will give you detailed instructions to grab that API key, paste it here, and save the settings. Very important to get it green. So now I have Shine On integrated on my Customily account, and whatever product I create using Shine On will automatically fulfill with the print file. So let's create something, yeah? Let's go to the Start menu. Let's create a new product right there and find Shine On. Here you can see the catalog of what we have available. You can see that there's a lot of products and more to be coming. Our newest addition are the acrylic plaques, but not only that, we have also added the leather products, the journal and the wallet. So always great to add new products and to have you also experience them. But we're going to do an acrylic heart, see how it looks. Of course, you can always create your own designs. We encourage customers to use the design studio to create as many designs as you want and to be unique and original. And if you want to start with something, it's a great place to go to start with Customily designs. It's great inspirational to start with. So in this particular case, the heart-shaped acrylic has no other variants but one, so we can click next to find our design. So I could pick from my designs, or I could go to Customily's designs, and I'm going to click here, just to find that I have hundreds of designs. And I can explore a lot of categories just to see what inspires me. Or I can check out my categories and find character-related categories, seasonal events, seasons of the year. And for some particular products, we have particular categories like jewelry cards or, for example, heart acrylics plaques. And we have made those designs keeping in mind that there's shape cutting out. So it's great to check out this to see how they work. And I'm going to pick this one. It's the mother and the daughters forever linked together. And click on that. When you click on the design, Customily will start working for you. It's going to start by creating a new product in your Shopify store, then connect the product to Shinon. Shinon will send the information about that product, about the heart acrylic. So it will send the print size, the print area. It will send the mockup so we can put the design into that. And then Customily will grab the design from our database and put it on the print area and put it also on the mockup. Now those two creations will become the template. The template has the print information and the preview information. Now, along with the design, you have the options. So everything is being created as we speak. As you can see, it takes about 2 minutes, nothing more. And you are taken to this final revision page before you publish this product. This is the template spinning and loading for the first time, and you get to see the final preview that your customer will see. Now, on the back end, Customily will grab that information and create a print file. But there's a lot of things you can do on this particular screen. You can, for example, go to Edit Product Details and quickly, without going into Shopify, you can just change the name of the product. Like that. You can put a price to this. Okay. And if you want to change the description like that, you can also do that. You can save that. I always recommend changing the names so you can easily find that on the product list. And check out this. You can play around and test if the options are working fine for that particular design and template. Basically, when you click on the heart, it's going to change. When you click on the 2 women or the 3 women, it's going to show the women and trigger all the rest of the options. So I can type something, set up this to be young. Our young lady will have these features. Well, we can actually change categories to go for a different hairstyle, change the blouse color and put some glasses on her with a drink. And for the second woman, we can go like this and make it other woman, sorry, with the same style. Maybe we can change, I don't know, the hairstyle like that, or the clothing. We can test out how everything is previewing based on the design we picked from Customily. And after that, if we are happy with our testing and we like it so much, we can even save it to be the new product image. So this will change the listing photo for this. Now, nothing better than to show how a customization can look on the listing photo. Once everything is working as we like and we test it out, we are ready to publish. Oh, very important. You see, in my particular case, I have not placed the Shine On API key. Remember, I saved it without putting anything, so it didn't correctly save. I need to put my API key if I want to fulfill automatically. I can still use this product. I can still customize it and everything. I just won't be fulfilling automatically until I put my API key. And this is my live product. Has the name, has the price, has the listing photo, and the options are working, and I can click anything just to see the template changing the live preview for me. All the options are here, and it's all looking great. And we have created an acrylic heart from Shine On really fast. Okay, so let's create something from scratch. Let's go and find, let's create something for this square plaque, this acrylic square plaque. Something like this. You see, we have, let's take a step back and think about what do we need. Let's say we drafted this on, I don't know, Photoshop, Canva, anything. You say, I want to create this design using Customily. So what do I need? I need, of course, a star map. That's a Customily feature. You can click on a tool called Star Map and create this amazing customizable element that you will be able to select a location. We'll find that here. Okay, we'll show you the sky of that particular location, and if you type in time date, it's going to show you the sky there. Also, if you pick more than one style, you can change those styles, and you notice how the phrase will change according to the style. That's something you can do using Customily. So basically, we need a star map feature. We need a text element that will show only a fixed phrase. And also we want to be able to upload an image. Okay, and this image we're going to be uploading should be looking like that, should be full color, everything. So we need an object that will allow customers, remember I'm a customer right now, will allow customers to upload their own image. And finally, we will need two text inputs, one for the names and the other for the I don't know, location and date, like that. You see, I type something and it previews right away. So this is our concept, and we want to create this using Customily. What do we need? Well, we need an object to allow customers to upload their image. We need two free text elements, actually, and the star map. So with that in mind, and again, you don't necessarily have to know all the tools, but be certain about what do you want to offer. So once you know what do you want to offer, it's easier to navigate through Customily. So we're going to create a design, because designs, remember that we are going to be picking from create new product, Shine On, acrylic square plaque. Wait a minute. We're going to click next. And now, instead of going to Customily designs, that we can do, like we just did, we are going to pick from our designs. Now, imagine our design library is empty. So if I click here, I don't see anything. So I need to create my design. So I can come here to my designs, or I can go to the Start menu and create a new design. Let's call this the live session star map. Oh, yeah. And let's create. So welcome to our design studio. Okay. This is where we are going to be creating all the customizable designs, plus any background we want to add, anything we want to put in our images, from still images we already have to something we want to customize. Let's say, for example, that you have a really nice background and all you want to do is change the name. So basically you need a background without the name, and the name will be something created using Customily. That's kind of the concept. In this case, we are going to create everything because we don't have any kind of background or anything at all. But we always start off designs with a big square empty canvas of 1 by 1 meter. If you're going to be working with standard designs and standard products with pretty much square print areas, having a square design is the best way to go. If you know for a fact that you will be working with pronounced vertical or horizontal print areas, then you can always click on resize and change that proportion. So it's going to be more comfortable for you to design using the precise proportions. And even if this is really big, Customily will compress that into the print area of any product. So it's always better to design big and let the system do the optimization. Okay, so let's start off with learning the tools. Yeah, and then we're going to pick one. So text boxes are those elements that will allow our customers to type in whatever they want, and can be straight or curved. Now, placeholders will be the objects for vector or images that will allow our customers to upload their files. So if I click here, I will create a new placeholder. And this is empty, of course, and will always be empty. It's up to our customers to fill that up. But I can try with an image, and that's very handy because my idea is to see how a customer will look like that. One thing that I'm noticing is that even if I have this as a square or a rectangle, I can stretch this anything I want. Our customers will probably upload an image that is not exactly proportioned. So how do we avoid that from being a bit of a problem? We can change the behavior of this placeholder by clicking on image behavior here. There's a lot of features you can play with, including the color mode. But I want always to show you that if you click on fill area, you're going to fill that box no matter what do you upload. The system will try to match the lower dimension. And let me resize this a bit. So I can keep dragging and centering any way I want, but I also have those tools here. I have alignment tools here, so I can center this. And if I click on transform, I can be more precise on the coordinates and the width, for example. So if I were to put this, I don't know, a bit bigger, yeah, like that, like that, yeah, that's a bit bigger. So now that I have my placeholder ready to go, remember this is just a testing photo, I can open the layers and start to see my objects here. I'm going to change the name of this, and I'm going to name this, well, this should be like a image upload, that's correct. But if I change this name to something that customers will understand, it will reflect on the front end. So I can call this upload your photo, and whatever I type here will show up here. So that's very important because it will save you time. Okay, second thing we want to create the star map. So we have regular maps. Yeah, so you can set up any location and change the style. And we have star maps that look like this. Yeah, and I can position this anywhere I want. I can transform, like I said, I can always pick on the pointers, but also getting here and be as precise as I want, like that. Then I can put it somewhere here. This is going to be my star map. Let's, well, star map 2, if we check this, this is star map. So let's go and change this to pick your location. Pick your location. Okay. And what do we want to set up about this star map? We have a lot of behaviors here to play with, starting with the initial location, initial date. These triggers for the constellation, the grids, and the Milky, we're going to keep it like that, but you could give customers the chance to select them. And what about the styles? If you click here, you will see all the styles available. You can pick all of them, or you can pick just 1, 2, whatever. Customily, what we'll do is create all the options for each style that you pick. So if I go and pick midnight, golden, like this, and this, all this, for example, then Customily will show them later on the options. Remember, all options are automatically done. Next, what I want to do is start creating the text boxes. We have a text box that will go here. Okay, there's a sample typing, and let's go with I can test anything that I want, so it's nice for you to test long names and see how they perform. I can also adjust this to be where I want. Okay, but this is Arial. I mean, this is the most common of fonts, and I can open the character tab here, and I keep adding, and I can add fonts from my computer. So I can click here and add new fonts, and they will show up on the list here. Now on this list, I can pick one or many fonts. If I pick more than one font, Customily will create the options, as we have seen on previous live sessions, and you'll be able to select from different fonts. In this particular case, well, I'm going to stay with one font because I want to show you a bit more about the sizes. Right now, this is a very small, so I could actually go to max size and start to make it bigger, 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 bigger like this, or even type in like that. And this is a nice size. But what if I keep typing? What if I grab this and I keep typing, typing, typing? You see it's going to be really, really small. So where's the limit on how much can you type? Well, the limit is on the minimum size. And the minimum size, if you click on this eyeball icon, is, whoa, really small. So we cannot allow customers to type that small. We need to stop this at some point. For example, 100. So you see now, at some point, it will stop typing. That will be the end of the chance to type for your customers. So it's very important that you control the minimum size and the maximum size for any text, so customers don't write too much or less. Okay, so let's put this like that and create a new text. The second text was the date, right? And one thing I can do in the layers is change this, like type your names. I was trying to save time for later. Then this will be like that. What was I to? Yeah, I was going to put like London 20. And again, we are going to change the font, but let's go for something different. Let's go for this one. And again, the size should be a bit bigger, bigger, bigger. 100 looks nice. Again, minimum size is really small, so let's keep it. If I put this like 100, then I cannot shrink when I reach the end of the box. Like will go like this and like this. And when I reach the end of the box, I don't shrink. I keep on the same size. If I put 80, I can actually shrink a bit, just not much more. Okay, so we have the names. We have the location. So this one is the type, your location, and or date. Okay, last but not least, we need to create the final text box, which is the message. The message was the night we met. Yep. We're going to make this read as long as it feels like that. Let's center that. And I don't know, maybe like that. Okay. Obviously, this is very small, so we're going to play around with the characters, change the font again, and how big it could be this? Oh, well, this is as big as 310. Even if the only way I can make this bigger is by making the box bigger, like that. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, okay. So we can click on the arrows to move this around, but yeah, 3, 3, 5, like that. And we don't want this to change in size. Oh, that's why. There's a warning when you get this to be too small to show. Very important to keep that. The system will let you know if something is too big, it cannot print. We'll have this fixed, so it'll always say the night we met, but I'm going to show you that later. For now, we are all set. We don't have to do anything. We are going to change the name of this. Oh. So I don't forget. Now, one thing we saw in our example and our concept was, hey, I want this to change color with the map. That was our idea. So how can we do that with Customily? We just need to give this the colors. I can grab the color for the first position, then for the second position, and so on, or I can create a library full of colors and pick it from here, like this. And I'm going to show you how this library looks. Yeah, I can open another tab and just show you really quickly what a library will be. If I add a new library and I edit that, I can add colors one by one and have them set up in that order. So now if I go to the second position, I get black, I get this. Now these are the same colors as the styles, so we'll see how that works out later. Right now, I believe we have everything we need. I don't know if you feel the same or you want to add something else to our design. Okay, let's save it. So after this design is done, and I'm trying to answer a question, just give me 1 second to read it all. That's correct. Advantage of designs. Designs will be available for product at all. Okay, I have 2 questions. So starting with this. So designs are available for all possible products. So now that I have this design here, I could create new product, find it on another shine on product, for example, like this necklace, and well, pick this, for example, and find my design. So you don't have to recreate everything. That's available there. I mean, we made this design thinking about a a acrylic, but this can definitely go into a canvas, into a poster, into a t-shirt, anything at all. So designs have that feature. They can be connected to any product at any point. That's the advantage of having designs. Now, whenever you pick a design and you pick a product from the print on demand or your own collection, that fusion creates the template, because only the template will show on the front end. The rest is the design, is the concept you have, and you are free to connect to any product. The other question that I was asked is how do you add your colors? Just really quickly, let me show you again by going into the design here. What I did to assign that color library, basically in a library, I can just go to any library and I could just click on add color, find the color by coding values, etc., and create that. That's how you create new colors, how you go and create another one, and so on, so on. Now, this library called My Library, you go to your text element, can be a text element, can be a single color image, anything, and you go to the color tab here. Open the color tab, and here there's a button called Pick Library. You get to find that color collection. Same goes with fonts. If you have a font library, you can pick a font library. That's how you create, how you assign colors to any object, any text element, for example. The system will notice that you have more than one color available, and it will create the color options, and we're going to see that. So let's go back to my designs without saving that. Quick mentioning about designs. Designs have the options created already, meaning that as you were playing around and adding stuff and everything, Customily was creating the options for you, so you don't have to worry about creating the image upload image button, the pick location, the pick date, the swatches. This is created by the system, so you can always double check, so you can edit the options. And you will see that Customily created an upload your photo. This is an image upload. The pick your location, that's the star map. The star map style, actually, I click here and I open this, and I get to see that all swatches have been created with the names and everything. Then we have type your names. This is a text input. Type your location. That's another text. And the night we met, remember, this is actually text input that we want that to be fixed. So we can actually come here and set an initial value. There's a lot of things you can play with, but initial value will guarantee that whenever you load the product, this message will show up. Okay, and here is the color swatch. So you see, when you have this information from the library, Customily will create the swatch for the color like this. Yeah, and you don't have to stress out to do this manually. It's all being created. So now that we have a product, our design ready, we can create a new product. Combine this with any product we want. We may want to create a necklace, yeah, or I don't know, anything that you want. I want to create this square plaque with a wooden base, and I'm going to click next and pick on my designs. On the list, I will find my design, which is this one, live session, star map, and click. Now you see it's working exactly as it worked before with the Customily design. It will take time to create the product on the Shopify store, create the connection to Shine On, bring the API information of the print area and the mockup. And on the print area and the mockup, it will put my design instead of the Customily design. When those two things are created, the print area with the design and the mockup with the design, that's the template. So if you actually don't like something, or you repent, or you grab the Customily design and you want to move around the women, for example, or add your own drinks, you can do that. You can freely change anything about any design that we have available already. So if you want to change the butterflies, you can do so in this product at the same time. But well, now we were able to process this. Let's change the product name. I always like to do this. So live session acrylic square plaque. It's going to be this, the price. And we can play with this. So select image. We're going to try out how it looks. Yeah, it looks perfect. And we can, as a customer, we can play around like this. Excellent. And also we can set up our location. We can set up our date. We can set the style of the map. And we can type the names. Like that. All perfect. I think I'm going for another image like that. And like that. So I actually like this preview, this testing. And like I said before, once you customize something, you want to use it to your product image, you go ahead and you use it. Once we have our final revision, we are ready to publish. But what about this? Customers can still change this. Do we want this to happen? No, we don't want this to happen. We always want this to be the night we met. And we had that as a fixed value, as an initial value, but we need this to disappear so customers cannot change that. And you can do that by going to the Edit Options button. This is a quick way to edit the options for this particular product. In this case, I'm going to find the night we met. It's loading this value, but I don't want to see this option. So there's a checkbox here called Hide Option. Save it. And now it's no longer there. We have the text, but we don't have any way to change it. So far, so good. But what about the map? Actually, we want this selection and this selection to be synchronized and to work the same way. So instead of changing the color here of the night we met text, we want these thumbnails to be the one changing the color. How do we do that? We go to Options again and check this. The Select Star Map Style, if you open that, it has a function. And the function is to change the style of the star map. And this is the ID of the star map is number 2. And this color swatch that we have at the bottom is has a function that is to change the text of the color, and the text we are changing is number 5. Now, what if we hide this option again? How do we make this function work with the star map selector, the style selector? As easy as adding the function here. There's always chance to modify this, to add new functions, and to make sure one single option can change 2 items. So if I save now, and I come back here to the final testing and everything, I don't see the color options anymore. I just see the map options. And if I click here, they both change, because the instruction is that this swatch controls both the style of the map and the color of this text. With that fixed, we can publish our product. Oh, again, I need to put the Shine On API key. I will do that next time. The image we see is the one we picked for the listing photo. We have everything there. The options are the ones we modified. And if we start by picking the style of the map, you actually get this to change accordingly. And everything is working. Now, I know navigating through the options can be a bit advanced for now, but knowing that it's possible and replicating this later when you see the recording of the live session will help you lose a bit of those first-time nerves when working inside Customily. I sincerely hope that, well, things are a bit more clear now about how to use Customily, and well, we were really eager to show you these new products and how you can easily connect designs and get them working. In fact, I'm very happy that you asked extra questions about how to make it even more customizable. So that's really great. And I really appreciate how you have been involved in all the live sessions so far. For those still typing, we'll be answering those questions later. I really hope you continue practicing, and whatever question you have, just reach out to support@customily.com, open a live chat in the app. We have a live chat on business hours EST, and also join our Facebook communities. We have really active and interesting communities with people sharing thoughts, tips, tricks, explaining others and supporting others on different product creation. So commenting live sessions as well, suggesting new products. So I really thank you all for being so active in the Facebook communities, and please join them as well. And that's all for today. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for enjoying these new products we created. We'll see you on Thursday again. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.